that's his right to take the fifth on that, or to say that, well, you can't take the fifth because he's not a citizen, as far as I know. But he is refusing to accept any responsibility. I'm being told now that there's no more survivors likely in the Bangladesh tragedy, and that's a shame, because I mean it was such a big factory and there was so much loss of life there. It collapsed 5 days ago, so they're giving up hope of finding any survivors. Um, we've got problems with identity theft. Uh, Seems like Walmart doesn't care about identity theft, and I don't understand why. But I mean, if your information is stolen from Walmart, it's just tough luck. I mean, this is coming from Yahoo News outlet today. The identity theft victim, Walmart doesn't care. That was his take on it. You know, you've got identity theft in all different sectors of society now. Even the South Carolina tax system was hacked, and a lot of people's IDs were stolen, mine included. Anyone who filed electronically, was a victim of that crime. But they were given 1 year of being able to check your credit report to see if it's being used incorrectly or not. So I guess that should give you some solitude as to why this is happening to you. Uh, I mean, make you feel a little bit better, you know. Um, right now, the top uh, tech stories of the week is Apple is quarterly filing and much more. We've got Twinkies coming back. The thing about Apple right now, though, however, is Apple is moving back to America, and the notebook vendor sources of the Intel line is starting to promote the Android tablet convertible notebooks, while China-based vendor Lenovo will introduce the models in May. Sources say that Hewlett-Packard, Toshiba, Acer, and Asustek computers will debut models in the third quarter, and they calculate that the price is going to be around $500 with a detachable keyboard design that permits transformation into a tablet. So you get the ability to have a laptop and a tablet. So there you go. Apple has been swimming in some financial trouble recently, and a lot of people have not liked that because of what Apple has been doing. They think that it's cheating not to have a stock split, not to let people into the game and stuff. Okay, as a result of the sequester, all the air shows that were around the country, I was planning on going to one out at Shaw Air Force Base. Turns out they've been canceled due to the sequester. So therefore, I guess that's one way of punishing the public is to cancel the air shows. Dozens of them have been canceled without military jets. So they've been canceled this year, and the aircraft grounded. So there goes the Blue Angels. There goes the Thunderbirds, and I don't know about the Golden Knights, if they're going to fly them and drop them as parachutist or not, and parachute show. But there's news stories going on about the canceled shows throughout the country. Um, there's more news in the making where it's in Cleveland, it's in Ventura County, it's in Indianapolis. I mean, it's just going on and on and on. It gives you a schedule as to whether or not when these shows were canceled. So don't be looking for one near you at any time soon. Tim Tebow is back in the news. Tim Tebow is back in the news. He was released from Denver, and his story is is very interesting because the man was a good player. He was released to New York, and then they cut him, and then they sent him to Florida, and he was cut from Florida, and now he's been released from a hospital. From an injury that he had, and I don't know how old this news is, so I'll just pass it by. I don't want to give you any news that you can't use. In other words, it's useless. We've got other things going on. We've got 4 people stabbed at a church from one of the parishioners that at the end of the service, he took a knife and he stabbed 4 people at the church. There's not much safety anywhere, folks. I mean, what are we going to do? Put a policeman on every person? I guess that's what they want. I mean, if you listen to the left. Police say the 24-year-old Lawrence Carpenter jumped over several pews at St. Jude Thaddeus Catholic Church around noon Sunday and walked up to the choir area where he began his attack. And this happened in New Mexico, at a New Mexico church in Albuquerque. He stabbed 4 choir members as they were singing the closing hymns of a mass on Sunday. No news on the severity of the injuries, so we'll have to wait and see about that. No word of any fatalities. And going on, they're going to have a Grand Ole Opry funeral for George Jones, the great country singer. George Jones died at age 81, and he died last Friday, and he released quite a few hits, about 10 number 1 hits, I think. 10 number 1 or 10 top country hits. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. It was more than 60 top 10 country hits. More than 60 top 10 country hits. So Mr. Jones, he was known to be an alcoholic. He was known for his eccentric behavior, and he died at age 81. And he's been married for his 4th time to Nancy Sepulveda. She was his manager, and he had quit drinking and using cocaine. But he missed a lot of concerts, and he was known as No Show Jones. And my brother was one of the victims of one such show. He had waited a long time to see George Jones, and then George showed up just long enough to insult the crowd and walked off stage. That's not to say he wasn't a good performer or a good singer, though, but it did reflect pretty poorly on him, especially since the tickets were non-refundable. And that's about it for today, folks. That's about it for our show for today. We've gone overtime, and like for you to have a nice, happy Monday. I hope everything goes your way, and I hope you keep the thoughts of Proverbs in your mind, and watch out there. You never know what's going to happen. Uh, watch out for congregations of big groups of people, and just be careful because we want you back. We want you nice and safe for any show for any reason, but we want you back here this time next, tomorrow for the next edition of this show. Uh, I hope everything goes your way, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you, and this is Dan Beasley from Hartsville, South Carolina at 8:58, signing off for today. The Dan Beasley Show. Thank you.